Good evening. It's me, Mrs. Carball. I'm trying to show everybody how to fill out the forms for district. So we are at the site that says science.dadeschools.net, and I'll say teachers. We're going to click on Science Fair down here, and it says for middle school and high school. Click there. Okay, then we are going to go up here where it says competition registration. Click there. We're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and we are going to see the different forms that I showed you guys the other day. You're going to click on checklist for adult sponsor. That again I told you was Mr. Calloway. So you fill out your name, your project title. You click number 1, number 2, number 3. You are not clicking on number 4 because none of you did it with vertebrate, humans, or potentially hazardous biological agents. But you are going to click off on number 5, and you are going to choose Adult Sponsor 1, Student Checklist 1A, Research Plan Project Summary, and Approval Form 1B. Click that. Then you just need to sign. Mr. Calloway will sign there. He will put his name here, Mr. Joseph Calloway. Signature, date of review, which I told you was going to be 9/20/2017. The phone and the email, which is J. Calloway, at dadeschools.net. The date of review again was 9/20/2017. Okay, that's that one. Then you're going to go back and you're going to do 1A. 1A, you have to fill all of this out. Again, over here is Joseph Calloway for your adult sponsor. His phone number is his email again is J. Calloway. The school is Winston Park K-8 Center. The phone number is 305-386-7622. Okay. Actual start date, it has to be any day after 9/20/2017, and the end date should be 11/17/2017. Okay. On this one, adult sponsor, and then you could click yes over here, and then you are going to write down any date after 9/20/2017. Okay. Put last name, household address, phone number, and then the abstract is there. Here is the part that you have to fill out. Make sure your rationale is a concise summary of the background information that you've found, that you did research on, and what the problem is that you plan to solve, and explain with your research and any social impact it has. Your procedures, remember, have to be in present tense. Data analysis, you are not giving me what your data is. There, you are telling me what your procedures are and what data you will be collecting. For instance, if you are doing something measuring in centimeters, if you're measuring in seconds. You have to do a risk and safety. That will be form number 3. And then your bibliography. Okay, so that's that one. The next one is 1A. Click there. Okay, write the title here, your name, the school, Winston Park K-8 Center, Miami, Florida, and then I told each one of you which one you were under. Then you have to type this out, 250 words or less. If you are unsure if you did everything correctly, please send it to me at Carbajal with 2 L's at dadeschools.net, or you could share it with me on OneDrive. Remember, you are not clicking any of these because nobody had any of this for number 1. For number 2, you're going to click yes. This is a no over here for everyone. And then a no for number 4. And then if it's anything that you got from off the internet or someone else, you have to click yes, otherwise it's a no. Everything should have been done by you all. All photos, you have to let know if it's your parents, okay? And you have to do a citation on the board. All charts should have been done by you, and you write on the board that all photos and all graphs were done by student researcher. We're almost at the last one. Okay. Then we have Form 1B. I fill out for you. Remember, the date has to be 9/20 up here, and then your parent's name here, 9/20. And then this part, our SRC chair already signed all of them, looked at all of them, and it was 9/20/2017. So you don't have to worry about that part. Okay. Then the final one is going to be Form 3. Everybody does a Form 3. Okay. Your name, title of the project, anything that could be hazardous. Do not write NA. You will be write any hazardous if you're working with compost or any kind of soil. You remember, you need to look at the back of the package and the ingredients, and then you're going to put your gloves on and everything. You're going to wear safety goggles. You're going to make sure if you're working, it's just like cooking. If you're going to work in the kitchen, you got to make sure all the materials are there for the recipe, that you're going to use pot holders so you don't get hurt and stuff like that. So you're going to look at that. You're going to write down any kind of risks that you have involved in this project. If you're using any kind of knives, X-Acto knives to build anything, you're going to have parental supervision, somebody there to help you. If you are using any kind of chemicals, make sure you look at the MSDS and that you cite it at the end. Any safety precautions you must write here. Remember, nothing is NA. Describe your disposal procedures of any of the materials that were used. Do not write NA. Please write down normal household disposal if it's just something that you could throw in the garbage. You cannot just throw chemicals down the sink. You have to look it up and see what it says on the MSDS form. And then you give your bibliography here of where you got that information from. And then your designated supervisor usually is your parents. Make sure you have their signature, and the date of review is any date after 9/20/2017, but it has to be before the end of your experiment. It has to be before you even started your experiment, okay? And then you're going to write down your parents' name, their phone and email, and if it is something that requires them to have some kind of training or research, if you did something about gardening, I hope your parents went to some kind of gardening workshop or looked up information, did a webinar or something like that. I hope this helps you all. Good luck. And if you need any help, please reach out to me. I appreciate it. Thanks.